Okay guys, here we are over at the test stand. Ron, I put your starter in there that you gave me, Ron. It didn't work. It was growling real bad. It was banging into that boss right there on the block, and it didn't turn the motor over right. So just to start this, I put one of my high torque starters on there for you. I have one of my distributors and Pertronics and everything in there, and I put one of my good known carbs on there for you just to start this. We're going to fire this guy up, and then we're going to go to fast idle. I don't have anybody filming today, so we're not going to be able to walk around too much. This is going to go 1500 to 2200, then back down to 1200, then up to 2000, then back down to 12. We're going to vary the speed. We're going to break them in like I do all engines. We're going to get it up to temperature. We're going to check the oil pressure, and we're going to go for it. But like I say, I got a lot going on when an engine first starts, so I'm going to set the camera up wherever I can and try and get you some footage. Alright, here we go, guys. Okay guys, I'm not going to bore you with 30 minutes of runtime here. Engine fired up just perfect. 50 pounds oil pressure as I was pulling it through. And we're gonna run it for quite a while now. And like I say, I'm not just going to put the camera there and show you just an engine running. But did fire up good, and pretty happy with that. We'll make sure the thermostat is opening correctly, and we'll give this a good break-in, and then drain the oil. And Ron wants a sample of the oil, so we'll get that for him. But appears to be a very successful first run. We'll get it timed perfect, and then this guy will be ready to go to its forever home. Okay, Ron, kind of tough filming and getting this engine broken in. When I'm pulling it through, you have just about 60 psi of oil pressure. You can see you have no leaks or anything. That's just a little bit of water on the floor from when I was putting water in for coolant. I'm going to pull this distributor, coil, and starter. You're going to have to get your distributor in there, get everything timed. 5 before is a good starting place. You go, you could change that a little bit, 5, 6, 7, 8, depending, everything, temperature, humidity, your geographic location, everything. You could play with the timing. So you're gonna have to put your distributor in there, your coil. I've got the main bolts into the bell housing to block connection. You gave me a lot of the wrong size bolts, so there's some empty holes on each side down on the bottom. You're going to have to get some bolts for that. You do have some interesting high nuts there and stuff like that, so I didn't just want to put in junk hardware. You're going to need to get your carburetor on there. I'm pulling this off, pulling the fuel pump off. So get your carb on there. The engine is broken in. Between the few runs that I did, we have 40 minutes of run time on this thing. Oil pressure stayed perfect. You were at, it's creeping up now, but when it was running and everything was circulating, you were 100 and excuse me, 170 degrees. Creeping up now as it heat soaks a little over 180. You're going to have to do something with your starter. Like I say, you'll see when you go to put it in there, it's just not right, and when you bolt it in, it just growls and barely turns the engine over. Look into that. But other than that, I'm going to drain the oil when it cools down. I'm going to get you your oil sample. I will save the filter for you. I'll put that in a bag, and you could do whatever you like with that. Transmission transfer case do have the proper lube in them. I had to lube those to start it, so you do have the proper transmission transfer case lube in there. And I'll get this broken down, and you can start planning your trip to come get it. Okay, Ron, breaking the engine down now. Couple things. I don't know if you can see here. This back belt has got good tension on it, and this front one is junk. Get yourself a set of matched belts for your water pump here. Like I say, this one it won't get any tighter. It's beat up. So I left the oil filter inside the canister. I guess that's the safest place to keep it. If you're going to cut that open or send it to the oil analysis place, it's right inside there. The engine is dry now. The oil is out of it. So make sure you put some oil in it before you start it. I used a Shell Rotella T4 1540. And that's good stuff. Put your carb on there, your exhaust, your fuel pump, your distributor and everything, and it'll be set to go. And I want to put some tags on this engine. Make sure you have a good radiator. This engine ran here for, like I say, 40 minutes between 165 and 170. Make sure you have a good radiator. Do not ruin this engine like so many guys have done. Again, put your distributor in. I still got to pull the coil off. Put your coil on. Get the correct bolts for your bell housing and stuff. Figure out your starter, what you're going to do for a starter. Transmission transfer case are lubed, but the engine is dry. And when you start your engine, worst thing for a new engine is just letting it sit there idle. So don't go out in the garage and just sit there and let this thing idle and just listen to it. You're never going to seat the rings like that. So put this in the Jeep, get out and drive it. Varied speeds, around town, 25 to 45, 35. It's just stop and go, stop and go. Don't run it for a long period at one high speed. Want to get those rings broken in. So after your first, say, 50-mile run, drain the oil one more time. And after your first, let's say, few hundred miles, get back in there and adjust your valves. They're adjusted now, but after you run it for a while, adjust them one more time. Get this hooked up. Don't let this clutch cable be just flopping around in there. You don't want it to get caught on the clutch and stuff and get sucked in there. Make sure to hook that up. And like I say, just get in this and drive it. It's important to break in the rings that way. Don't let it sit there and idle. Okay, so pulling it out of the stand now. I will figure out where we're at on cost and everything and let you know. But if you can, get back to me. Let me know when you think you are going to make the trip. And I will have this ready to go. And as you can see, it's quite big. So make sure we have something secure in your truck to get this sitting right, And that's all I got for you today, guys. And that was Ron's startup. Okay, one last thing before I go today. Don't forget, I have t-shirts in stock now. Small, medium, large, extra large, 2X, and I have 2 more 3X's left, and that's it for the 3X size. There is the logo. high quality black shirt. It's a Gildan shirt, and I am shipping these daily. Appreciate your guys' support. I still got a box of them, and you know, they're available now. And if you like one, just get a hold of me in the comments below, or directly at metalshaper@comcast.net, and I can get you set up with a shirt. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.